Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. A double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Um, yeah, I wanted to do something because I guess the hot topic is Trump, right? DJT taking his man's taking his man's oil. Not, hey, fuck the oil. He didn't took him and his wife. All right. But here, let me grab the scripture. I think all right. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and they covet, well, let's start at 1. All right, Micah 2 and 1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity. Okay, when you devise something, it's a plan, right? You come up with it. Let's go here real quick. I want to look at the word devise. It says to devise means to invert, plan, or contrive something complex through careful thought, like a strategy or scheme, or in law, to give real property in a will. Right? It says a tool. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity. Okay. Esau, Edom. Right? The scriptures say how they don't go to sleep. Okay, unless they cause some to stumble, to fall. Right? And woe means destruction. So destruction is coming to this devil, man. No matter what he think. Right? The scripture said the pride of thy heart has deceived thee, man. So no matter what he think, he's gonna be judged. Okay? And work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, man. All right, he been talking about taking oil from Venezuela. Okay, he's been mentioning these people. All right, and in case y'all haven't noticed, this is the Department of War now. Okay, everybody's a target, right? Everybody's an op. All right. It says, and they covet fields. Hold on, let me go back to this latter part. It says they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, right? And the Lord has given this man the power of the earth, right? He has the power over the earth, man. And Putin, he ain't no different, man. He ain't no different, right? He Edomite the same as Trump and you Americans, right? But they ain't no different, man. He's setting the tone for the earth right now. War, right? Now you got China talking about taking a look at Taiwan. All right, I believe that's how you say it. Okay, the scripture says that as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, I believe. All right, so he's setting the tone, man. This is now the Department of War. Okay, it's war on other countries. It's war on citizens. Right, it's war. It's economic woes. Right, it's war on the jobs. It's war. Right? But it says, and they covet fields. What is the covet? What does covet mean? Let's look at that. To covet, it says, to covet means to desire something belonging to someone else eagerly, often enviously, or unlawfully. Right? So you just gotta, you sick. Okay? But to covet is to basically, like, hey, shit. This said it better than I can say it. It says to desire something. Okay, and that something can be a someone, right? Belonging to someone else eagerly, often enviously or unlawfully. Like you want what that man has in a sort of wicked way, bro. Like you on that bullshit. Right? It says like coveting a neighbor's possessions or a promotion. Okay. It implies an intense, sometimes sinful, yearning for what isn't yours, differing from simple wanting by adding elements or wrongfulness, unhealthiness, or jealousy. Covet can also refer to specific entities such as the math rock band Covet. Okay, yeah, but no. You see what I'm saying. So here I want to go on my sword. So like here, page turn. I want to grab some more Covet scriptures if I can, if you don't mind. You know. Oh, well, let me finish this. So like here, it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, man. Okay. This man and Miss was up in there and unalived some of his men that were protecting him. So they say. I don't know. We don't know. Right? To do what? To take this man's resources. You know, I'm glad I said that because I wanted to look up another word. It says, and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, man. Okay. Now, here, real quick, we're going to look up oppress, but this isn't the word I want to look up. It's really another word. It says to oppress means to keep someone down by unjust. Okay. The word just means righteous. Okay. Unjust is not righteous. Okay. Hence it says unjust use of power. Right. This is unruly. Right. He's not ruling. Right. It says unjust use of power, authority, or cruelty, right? He has an unjust use of power, unjust use of his authority, cruelty, right? Isaiah. It says, subjecting them to harsh treatment, unreasonable burdens, or severe restraints, man. Okay? It says it can also mean to weigh heavily on someone's mind, spirit, or senses, causing feelings of being overwhelmed. Okay, that's you Americans. Okay, hell, that's the world. All right, this man has oppressed the whole world, man. All right, it says causing feelings of being overwhelmed or crushed. Oppression involves systematic abuse of power, right? Systematic. This is the systems that they have, right? School systems, banking systems, right? Loan systems, all the systems. This is one big system with a whole bunch of millions of systems inside of it, right? All of those all work together, okay? And all of those systems, they have the same agenda. They have the same goal. The systems are no different. They don't work any different than uh, Psalms 83, right? They work the same. But it says oppression involves systematic abuse of power, often leading to suffering, suppression, and a feeling of being trapped, whether by a dictator, right? That's what we call him. That's what he is. It says unfair system, right? Or overwhelming personal burdens like grief or guilt. Okay? This is none other than America first for no, this is none other than the wicked. Okay? It's none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. This is none other than America. These things fit America. These things fit Edomites, wherever they are. All right. Key meanings. It says abuse of power, to rule harshly. All right. Try. Type. I can't get it right now. But it says, or keep a people down through unjust authority, a government oppressing its citizens, unjust burdens, right? I'm going to put a 50% tax on you, right? Unjust burdens, man. Okay, he's claiming everybody hasn't been paying their fair share, right? It says to impose cruel or unreasonable restraints, taxes, or demands on someone, man. Right? If you disagree with this guy, you might get sued, right? I'm just saying. Well, that's pretty much it on that. All right. It says, and they Micah 2:2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay, now there's another word I wanted to look up. There we go. All right. Colonizer. A colonizer is a person, group, or nation that establishes control over a foreign territory. Right? This is not your land. This ain't even your land. So you already know, right? It says often by force, sending its own people to settle and exploit resources. Let's look up exploit. My dear. It says an exploit is code or a technique that takes advantage of a security flaw. All right. This man got to go, bro. Okay, it says in software, hardware, or a system to cause unintended behavior like gaining control, stealing data, or installing malware, often for malicious purposes like launching attacks or creating backdoors. It says they range from simple tricks to complex automated tools using bugs and code by bypassing security. Okay. But it says exploit resources leading to the establishment of a colony, with the term often carrying uh, connotation. Connotation. Damn, I could have got that. Well, I do want to see what it means now. I think I kind of know what it means. I think it's like a build up. Connotation refers to the emotional, cultural, or implied meanings associated with a word. Yeah. Beyond its basic dictionary definition. It says these associations can be positive, like childhood, implying innocence, negative, like childish, implying right, okay. So it says with the term often carrying connotation of exploitation, right? Right, that's what it is. It's negative. That's what he's doing. Right? That's what happens when you get colonized. Right? It says exploitation and power imbalance, distant from the more neutral colonies or colonist. It can also refer to the biological organism settling a new. No, we ain't talking about that though. But you get the point. Damn, did you get it? This is a country that sends settlers to a place and establishes political control over it. Okay? None other than Esau Edom, man. They're colonizers, man. This is what they do. All right. Now, I wanted to get that word covet and my sword and see what we come up with. See what we come up with. Right. And yeah, that's uh, one of the laws, man. Right. Oh, you know what? I want to get this real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 36. And I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says it says the transgression of the wicked, Salaki, saith within my heart that there is no fear of the Lord before his eyes. Right? This man don't fear the Lord. He wasn't created to fear the Lord. Right? It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. Right? Until the Lord judges it. It says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. he settled he settleth himself in a way. I mean, he setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil, right? He's all about evil, man. Okay, going back to this first scripture. I forgot, that's why I had it pulled up. But yeah, he's all about evil, man. All right, and that's what he's doing. He's showing his horns, man. All right, like the elders and apostles say, this devil deviling. Well, they don't say that. I say that, but I'm just saying. You know, he deviling, man. Didn't the Lord ask him that? Where you been? What do you think he was doing? He was deviling. He was going through it. He was going through and here and there and deviling, man. Right? I did have some other scriptures, but I think that's pretty much it, man. Going a little too long, not too long, but you know, Jake got to be up early, man. Jake was supposed to go get a little workout in. It is what it is. But anyway, I just want to do something quick for y'all. All right, so Lord willing, you edified. All right, in closing, I want to say, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Hakwadash. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Until next time, Shalom.